Hi, I'm Katie Poushpom. This video is called Starting Up Tips for Working in Theatre. A video aimed at all the aspiring theatre makers out there, and maybe theatre makers who are kind of stuck in a rut, both yearning to have some tips about how to create a career and profession in Theatreland. And how do I know these tips work? Because I used to be both of these people. So these are just some tips to help you on your way. Here we go. Tip number 1, R&D. R&D means research and development. Research absolutely everything and anything got to do with the profession of your choice. Usually researching starts off with a lot of questions they want answers to, like for your profession, do you need certain skills, certain experience, do you need a degree for it, maybe even a horse? If you want to be a lighting technician, there's no point in staring at household lights. They literally look nothing like theatre lights. If you want to be a playwright, you should read a play. If you want to be a director, you should look up some videos of dictators. If you want to be a producer, you should learn how to smile, but at the same time tell someone really horrible news, so they'll do what you want. A stage manager, you should practice putting 2 speakers on each ear, people screaming, asking where everything is. Where's the set? Research absolutely everything got to do with your profession, and then construct a direction in which you want to take with your new career choice in Theatreland. Which brings me on to tip number 2, which is a lot of research and development starts on the internet. It would be a lot easier to start your research and development maybe talking to a human being, but let's be honest, we start everything on the internet because here we are in front in an isolated space, a little haven away from judgment and people. Just you, yourself, and your own weird thoughts. With the internet, you can ask all those questions. You're way too embarrassed to ask anybody else about theatre. Questions like, why is it called downstage instead of scary stage? Because that's where all the scary, judgmental faces live. Is upstage on the ceiling? Who is Godot? Am I Godot? Does anyone know who Godot is? Is God Godot? Good God, is God Godot or is Godot God? Why can't I know? If you don't believe in God, does that mean Godot doesn't exist in this play? If you do believe in God, then is Godot God? Why do people get really angry when I ask about Godot? Really protective over something that doesn't exist. Why won't the Arts Council answer my threatening messages? Is there an ombudsman for threatening messages to the Arts Council? Could that be a new career path? Maybe. The internet isn't just for asking weird and wonderful questions. It also has social groups out there to chat to other people who can give you really valuable information about what they're doing, how they got going, kind of issues they encountered. There's also great websites that talk about what's happening in theatre today and have job listings as well, internships, apprenticeships, the whole shebang. Top tip, never feel anxious reading information on somebody's blog or website. Sometimes it can seem really amazing that their lives, that they're just these pure geniuses and all they do is theatre, is all fucking bullshit. If you really saw their faces of what they thought of their careers and where it was going, well, you definitely wouldn't want to work in theatre, because, well, all you'd see would just be this horrified face. No money. Yeah, so never feel discouraged by these beautifully constructed syntax. It's all lies. Number 3, artistic excursions. You should get out there and experience all aspects of theatre, which could include going to museums, a library, that's where books live, going to the cinema as well, art house cinema, that's real cinema, because they deal with budgets that you will come across, not budgets of like millions upon billions of monies. Engulf yourself all things art and theatre to really get a broadened view of, well, basically how the art industry works, and don't restrict yourself to one thing. Go experience it all. Art. And doing this, you're not going to be that dickhead who just goes on about the one playwright all the time. Usually playwrights rhyming with Shakespeare or Schmipson or Schmeckit or Schmeckoff. We get it, they were amazing, but they're dead. They are amazing playwrights. Gets a bit tiring when you've heard it 100 times. And most importantly, you support the arts will support you. Gotta stick together, guys. Number 4, talk to people. I know, for my very socially awkward friends, this is an extremely daunting task, but it has to be done. You have to get your face out there. You don't want to be Billy No Mate. Talking to people is so important because there's only so much talking you can do on the internet without coming across creepy. A lot of theatre people are usually quite friendly as well. Maybe not. Get chatting to people about their work. Find out how they produce their work. How did they get it going? Did they encounter any issues in their career? Everybody does. Get chatting to people about their work and how they did it. We don't all start out as geniuses. Some like to think they do, but they don't. If this seems too much, I have tips to help my socially awkward friends out there. Like, you could get drunk. Number 2, you could wear sunglasses to hide the terror that's in your eyes. You could bring a friend with you. Act cool. Number 4, you could get drunk. Or, number 5, you could pray. Please, theatre gods. Tip number 5, look the part. Don't feel the theatre energy from the inside? Well, why not look the part, and then by osmosis, it will seep in, and then you will become all that energy, because that's how it's done. Obviously. How do you do this? You should wash yourself, especially your armpits, they get stinky. You could wear a dramatic headpiece, because, well, you're in theatre. You could carry a clipboard, because, well, you can't question a clipboard. People always look like they have their shit together when you have a clipboard. Yeah, synergy, and coffee. I need a coffee jab in like in my veins. Number 6, college and workshops. Going to college, it's an amazing experience, particularly for a theatre profession, because you get to meet like-minded people they wouldn't regularly meet. You get to attend amazing lectures from these unreal humans who are extremely enthusiastic and passionate about theatre, and in turn it makes you enthusiastic and passionate even more about theatre. Most importantly, you're within a safe environment. All those weird and wonderful ideas in your head that, well, you've never really had the money to do it or the space, or maybe you're a bit too afraid to kind of put your heart in the line because that's all your work. Here, you can fail and it's fine, kind of fine. You have that space to rehearse everything that's going on in your head before you do the real thing. That's why college is amazing for theatre people, because you get that trial and error process that everybody needs. It gives you that your own hypothesis to be like, okay, that didn't really work the first time. Better not do it on this extremely expensive stage, or else I won't get paid. The only thing is, college is expensive. Gives you good practice for when you're working in theatreland, because, well, debt you will encounter if you're working in theatreland, unfortunately. So consider it practice, a rehearsal. Or ideally, if you don't have the funds to do that, you can do workshops at night, or even part-time courses. A lot of colleges do them at night? I know, you can do that in your R&D, but don't expect to get anywhere for a good few years, because it will take up a lot of your life, probably all your life, because you'll be working, you're going to college. Be worth it, I think. I don't know, maybe it won't be worth it. Just putting it out there. The world is your stage. Sounds like a random one. Always be on the lookout for props. You will save a ridiculous amount of money by keeping stuff that you could use later for a show. And your house may resemble a house from Hoarders, but you'll be saving money. Sounds like the logic from Hoarders. Hope you enjoyed this video. If not, well, hopefully these tips help you in your career. Like the old saying goes, never turn your back on a bus because you'll miss the next one and never reach your destination. I'm joking, it's not a real quote. Make up your own quote. Thanks for watching these images and sounds. Bye!